please make your way towards midfield in preparation for the ceremony. Welcome to Boucher Field for today's game, featuring the Owls of the University of Maine at Presque and the Eagles of Husson University. Husson University would like to thank its corporate sponsors, Adidas, DKI Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration Incorporated, Buffalo Wild Wings, Karen Signs, Casella, Chick-fil-A, Courtyard by Marriott Bangor. Creative Print Services, Cross Insurance, Sear Bus Line, Domino's, Down East Orthopedics, Dice Arts, First National Bank, Gatorade, Greenway Equipment Sales, Harvest Moon Deli, Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, Holiday Inn, Pepsi, Pizzeria Uno, Ron's Moving, Saco Bay Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy, School Street Picture Framing Incorporated, Ticket Smarter, U.S. Air Force, Barney, Buick, GMC Mazda, and White Sporting Goods. The NCAA, North Atlantic Conference, and Husson University promote good sportsmanship by the student athletes, coaches, and spectators at today's contest. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from Boucher Field.
Shit I did tonight, those will be the best memories. I just wanna let it go for the night. That would be the best therapy.
Oh, look at you. Okay, you play. Oh, okay, there you go. I didn't know that. Carlos, you're all set? Yeah, we're all set. All set. Yeah, okay.
At this time, we'd like to recognize the 2025 Husson Men's Soccer Seniors. Our first senior is number 5, Victor Blanco. VD joined the program in the spring of 2024, so I didn't need to suffer with him long. Soon I knew how little knowledge he had about the game when I first saw him wearing a Barcelona jersey. Despite that fact, Victor soon earned his spot and reputation in the field. His work ethic, sense of responsibility, and discipline clearly do not match his horrible sense of humor that keeps you wondering how a head can be so big yet so empty at the same time. Being a coach fluent in 2 languages and trying to decode Victor's pregame speeches has been a challenge for sure. He for sure sounds passionate, but he speaks like if his tongue was sprained. Victor has contributed to this team in many ways, participating in 26 games over 2 years, starting at 20 of them, with a massive contribution of 2 shots on target and 0 goals. giving his first and only assist last week over 1,650 minutes. He is a threat to teammates at practice. You don't know who and you don't know when, but he will print his studs on your shin for sure. Victor will be graduating with a degree in financial planning this spring. He's joined today by his parents, Rebecca and Ruben, his brother Cesar, and his girlfriend Valeria. Let's give it up for Victor Blanco. Our next senior is number 35, Manuka Pereira. Manuka became an Eagle in the fall of 2022, joining the team's preseason in Portugal, where he got his first tattoo, and I thought to myself, freshman being stupid, nothing new. Then as time went by, I ended up realizing it wasn't a matter of him being a freshman, he was just dumb. Manuka is one of 2 active players who hold the 2022 conference championship ring. Manuka has demonstrated to have a massive vocabulary that only he, Arik, and Woods understand, which many times makes me wonder if he was speaking English or if there was a huge lack of brain cells. I'm going with the second one. Manuka has participated in 32 games, starting 14 of those, with 1 goal contribution over 1,390 minutes of playing time. This man has shown a lot of personal growth on and off the field, becoming the captain of the team, earning the respect of his peers, coaching staff, and other members of the community. Manuka will be graduating from the Business Administration program next spring. Today, he is joined by his parents, Lochnesh and Lochmolly, his sister Malsha, and his girlfriend Addie. Let's give it up for Manuka Pereira. Our next senior is number 8, Nico Puerta. The first time I saw Puerta, it was at a showcase in Mexico when I was an assistant, and I thought, yeah, nothing special. 2 years later, when I took over the team as the head coach, I saw him on the roster and I thought, well, we have what we have. I have never seen somebody getting into trouble in a dumber way than he has. Hopefully he doesn't get into the master's program so we don't have to deal with him another year. Puerta has fought through a lot of injuries that have not allowed him to participate so much on the field, but he has always brought positive energy and passion for the sport into the locker room. He participated in 17 games, starting 6 of those, accumulating 588 minutes of playing time after going through an ACL and several meniscus injuries. Puerta will be graduating from the Business Administration program and pursuing his MBA. He is joined by his parents, Beatriz and Antonio, and his brother, Antonio. Let's give it up for Nico Puerta. Our next senior is number 12, Arik Weinstein. Arik has been the only PSG fan that I have ever recruited, making him the worst recruit I have ever brought to campus. He has still managed to win 1 Rookie of the Week, honored by a goal he never scored. Arik has been a great teammate, always trying to do what was right for the group, working hard with a weird obsession with set pieces that I have never seen in any other player, especially from someone who does not take them or get to the end of them. Arik has participated in 43 games, starting in 19 of those, recording 1 fake goal and 1 actual goal, and 2 assists over 1,916 minutes. Arik will be graduating from the Sport Management program next spring. Today, he is joined by his parents, Eli and Aline, his grandparents, Hannah and David, his Aunt Geely, Uncle John, and brother Sacha. Let's give it up for Arik Weinstein. Our final senior is number 28, Adam Woods. Adam joined Husson University in 2023. His ability in the classroom takes 1 year of suffering from our shoulders since he will be graduating early from the Business Administration program. His natural ability in the classroom does not translate to the field. His limited soccer IQ has given the team some fantastic laughs at practice. Woodsy, as we call him, is one of the necessary pillars of this locker room. You always have a good time when he is around. He wants the best for the team, and he is always supporting every single one of his teammates. Woods helped the Eagles in 21 games, starting in 11, playing a total of 975 minutes. He's been named to the North Atlantic Conference All-Sportsmanship Team, selected to the College Sports Communicators Academic All-District Team, and named to the North Atlantic Conference All-Academic Team. And on top of that, he has been inducted into the Chi Alpha Sigma Honor Society. He is joined today by his grandparents Richard and Linda, parents Bob and Laura, his brother Ethan, his girlfriend Sophia, and Adam's girlfriend Lauren. Let's give it up for Adam Woods. your 2025 Husson University men's soccer seniors.
it, boys. Let's go.
At this time, let's meet the starting lineups for today's contest. First for the visiting Owls. A freshman goalkeeper, number 1, Brett Sennell. Senior defender, number 5, Hayden Bay. Sophomore defender, number 6, Micah Daigle. A junior midfielder, number 7, Isaac Dorr. Sophomore midfielder, number 8, Max Kennedy. A junior midfielder, number 9, Billy Ray. A sophomore defender, number 11, Ethan Cameron. A junior midfielder, number 14, Star Boma. Sophomore defender, number 16, Sam Bay. A senior defender, number 17, Jovane Barrett. And a sophomore midfielder, number 19, Joel Cormier. The Owls are coached by Alan Gordon. And now, introducing the starting 11 for your Husson University Eagles. A senior captain from Rockville, Maryland, number 35, Manuka Pereira. In goal, a junior from Thornton, Colorado, number 36, Garrett Jordan. A junior from Caracas, Venezuela, number 5, Victor Blanco. A senior from Madrid, Spain, number 8, Nico Puerta. A senior from Valerice, France, number 12, Arik Weinstein. A junior from Bogota, Colombia, number 20, Daniel Noguera. A freshman from Salem, Massachusetts, number 26, Luke Murray. A freshman from Massero, Italy, number 27, Lorenzo Charuti. A junior from Burrillville, Rhode Island, number 28, Adam Woods. A freshman from Madrid, Spain, number 34, Miguel Diaz Alvarez. And a freshman from Southampton, Bermuda, number 37, Enrique Mendez. The Eagles are coached by Carlos Bermudez, and he's assisted by Matt Goodman, David Baker, Mosi Masimongo, and Nate Chamberlain. There will be no national anthem.
Welcome into the Husson Eagles Sports Network. Jake Willett, Philip Robarge. We are back for Game 2 of our nice little Senior Day doubleheader. The Husson women's team knocked down the Presque Owls by a score of 6-0 in Game 1 of our doubleheader, with all 5 of the 6 goals, all 6 goals coming within the last 3 seconds of the first half into the second half. So we are here today. We're honoring 5 seniors here this afternoon for Game 2. It'll be the junior Garrett Jordan who takes in between the pipes for the Eagles this afternoon. 4 games played, a 1-3-0 record so far on the season, and Presque coming into this one 3-5-1. Brett Sennell, the tall goalkeeper from Fort Fairfield, Maine, is in the pipes for the Owls. Again, Jake Willett, Philip Robarge, thank you for joining us this afternoon.
And one thing about goalkeeper for Umpy, Brett Sennell, very tall, 6'4" frame in between the posts today. Definitely someone who can reach up high and get to a ball, so maybe Eagles' strategy might be to play him low today, try and sneak something past him. And his counterpart, Garrett Jordan, 5'10", but a lengthy 5'10" at that. He's got certainly a lot of athleticism, and that's exactly what Husson will be looking forward to. That's why he gets the nod today. Again, his record isn't necessarily flattering, but I mean, you know as well as I do that records really don't mean too much. As we saw with our last performance, or rather Umpy's last performance, Carney having just an incredible game, but again, those 6 goals given up. So certainly it can be a case for a goalkeeper that sometimes you are going to let in a goal, and for the Eagles, they're going to have to just continue on and try and press on. I don't anticipate Humpy to be too attacking to start. I think the Eagles are going to have a lot more possession, but who knows? I mean, you go on the counter quick, you get a quick break, and who knows what could happen.
Eagles, Owls, just about to get underway. Eagles under the direction of Carlos Bermudez, and the Owls under the direction of 33rd year head coach Alan Gordon, an Umpy grad from 1987 and an Ithaca College grad from 1990. We are underway. Rick Weinstein has the ball. Daniel Noguera. And one of those seniors we honored earlier, Victor Blanco, along with Manuka Pereira. Eagles wearing their gray jerseys with black numbers and letters. Going from right to left on your screen, the Owls wearing their blues with the yellow trim. Step there from Mendez, and it'll be a throw for Noguera and the Eagles. Quick throw into Nico Puerta. Weinstein plays it across to Manuka Pereira. Pereira to the young freshman phenom, Miguel Diaz-Alvarez. Again, quick pace early on here for the Eagles. Ball played up through, looking for Mendez. Mendez is going to get cut off by Hayden Bay. Puerta. Again, looking for Mendez. Mendez shot! Save there by Snell, but it's an offside on the Eagles.
Yeah, that's right. Mendez just in an offside position there, but again, we saw his shot there. He shot it low, and as we mentioned earlier, maybe a strategy for them, but Husson good in their build-up, able to just take advantage of a ball that wasn't quite cleared out. But again, Husson, you mentioned just the quick play that they like to play. They like to go back to front. They like to go back to front very quickly. They like to get it out to the wings.
Collision in the middle of the field after the goal kick from Snell. Adam Woods working on the back line with Manuka Pereira and Arik Weinstein. Weinstein with the ball on his left foot. Plays it to Noguera, who's a little banged up after that collision earlier. Weinstein plays it across to Pereira. Stolen away by Ray. And the Eagles will work it out. Luke Murray getting the start today for Coach Carlos Bermudez. Big tackle there from Manuka Pereira. Murray plays it to Weinstein. Weinstein calling off Puerta. Into the middle for Enrique Mendez. Weinstein surveying the options. Little chip ball to Noguera. Back to Arik Weinstein. Weinstein to Puerta to Noguera. A lot of international flair here for Coach Carlos Bermudez and the Husson Eagles.
Yeah, and with Noguera playing on that left side, that puts Miguel Diaz-Alvarez, forced him to play on the other side. Now we'll have to see. Definitely a creative presence are the both of these, and we'll have to see how Diaz-Alvarez will do on that side of the field.
Boma there was looking for Max Kennedy, the only international player for Coach Gordon and the Umpy Owls.
Yeah, Silverstone, UK certainly brings a goal-scoring threat and a playmaking threat. He's got 6 goals and 2 assists on the season.
Throw in for Presque. Was looking for Boma. Pressure there from Victor Blanco. And Pereira lets that one rip and out of danger.
There's a great clearance there from Pereira. Eagles are going to have to defend as a unit today.
Got a whistle. And we have an Eagle down here on the near side. Looks to be Daniel Noguera. Victor Blanco talking to our middle official here. Noguera trying to walk it off. As we'll have a free kick taken by Nico Puerta. Whistle blows. We are back in action here. Puerta back to Adam Woods. Manuka Pereira. Over to Miguel Diaz-Alvarez on the far side. Look for him to have some offensive flair this afternoon. One of the best rookies in the North Atlantic Conference. Noguera was looking in the middle, and a big clearance there from Micah Daigle. One thing I've noticed here, Philip, early on, is this back line for the Owls is very tall.
Yeah, they are. They have just a lot of height. They bring a lot of power, and I expect someone like Enrique Mendez to be not necessarily pushed around, but he'll certainly have to fight and claw and scratch to try and get an inch. He's someone that normally loves to play with his back to the ball, loves to power past his opponent, and he'll certainly have to do that today, but it'll be a much tougher task for him.
Kennedy, a big ball over top for Boma. Boma tripped. Garrett Jordan tripped, and Boma's shot was just wide.
Yeah, it's just a dangerous slip there by Jordan, and Boma unable to capitalize on that. That was a huge chance for the Owls here early.
And just like the women's team, we will see Garrett Jordan use his feet. And a lot of quick goal kicks coming from this Eagles team as Manuka Pereira plays it back across to Arik Weinstein.
Well, and to your point, I mean, Coach Bermudez loves to play with all 11 players. The goalkeeper can be used with the ball at his feet, and Bermudez recognizing that it works really well. And again, his defenders all skilled with the ball, all able to put long balls forward. It's a skill that, again, it just really takes a lot of talent to do so, but it is quite effective.
Weinstein plays it to Noguera. Here right in front of us here in the booth at Boucher Field. Blanco over to Miguel Diaz-Alvarez. Fair challenge there from Victor Blanco on Isaac Dorr. Puerta looking for an option, finds Victor Blanco. Blanco to Miguel Diaz-Alvarez. He's going to try and use his speed. Gets through the defender. Shot on from Puerta and it's blocked. Mendez, look for a shot. Took a shot, blocked there. And a shot from Diaz-Alvarez goes over the top of the bar.
Well, Jovan Barrett and company just working really well back there in defense as their entire back line that time for the Owls just able to contain and converge quickly on Diaz-Alvarez, but it was great skill to get by his man. But again, as we mentioned, just the ball to Mendez. Mendez had no space to try and get a good shot away. It was blocked in the end. And again, in the end, the chance fell to Diaz-Alvarez, but just unlucky that time to put it over. Certainly seeing the game plan here, though, of trying to stop Miguel Diaz-Alvarez and trying to stop that ball through to Mendez.
Whistle. And that's a foul on Jovan Barrett. Star Boma checking back in.
You know, always tricky when you go in with a slide tackle like that. If you don't get absolutely all the ball, it can be called. And that's what happened this time now with a great chance here.
This will be Luke Murray to take the set piece. Ball played in over top. Off the head of Weinstein and over the bar.
That's a good job from Weinstein there to get by his marker and get a good shot away with his header. Unlucky there to hit that one over, but they're making chances so far, the Eagles, and that's going to be big if they're going to try and break this deadlock. They have to break through, much like we saw in the women's game. It's going to be a case of just breaking through this very, very tough Umpy defense.
So now we'll let this one fly. Eagles win the ball in the air first. Good challenge there from Mendez. Mendez very fast as a striker. Cuts in. Looking back for Noguera. Noguera thought about it. Plays it off instead.
Reaction, we're gonna win.
Quick offensive break. Ball's looking for Bulma. Cut off in front by Weinstein. Pereira slides over to Miguel Diaz-Alvarez. Woods and Weinstein. Here's the slow down pace that we like, that the Eagles usually like to try and incorporate here on this back line between Weinstein and Pereira.
Well, I mean, why not? I mean, they have the time, not being pressed too much by Umpy. Umpy, of course, just content to throw everybody except for Boma to just try and contain this Husson attack.
Ball played over to Manuka Pereira on the far end. Diaz-Alvarez chips a ball into Mendez, and he's going to be whistled as offside.
Yep. Good spotting there from the linesman that time. It was very, very tight in there, but Mendez just a step too early that time.
It's 2v1 on the sideline every time to Danny. So can we find through the middle? Yeah, come on.
Coach Bermudez down below us, giving some encouraging directions to his players. Tackle attempt there from Lorenzo Cerruti. Getting the start today for Coach Bermudez. Blanco slips over top of the ball, but very solidly maintains possession for the Eagles. Noguera comes across, makes the play. Weinstein back across to Manuka Pereira. Pereira looking into the middle for Luke Murray.
Yeah, Umpy have anticipated well that Husson like to play with his back line each time they try and play, as they play Puerta here, but each time they try and play Daniel Noguera or somebody, Cameron is just right there to try and intercept.
Blanco, quick set piece to Diaz-Alvarez. Shot with the left foot. And a big save there by the tall goalkeeper, Brett Sennell.
Yeah, Sennell really his first pressure faced in this one, and Husson have been doing that recently where they just take their free kicks to try and catch their opponents out. They take them early, and they did again that time, just wide open in space. But unfortunate not to find that finish.
Pereira cleared that one all the way over to the Harold Alphon Hall. And it'll be a throw in for Presque. An Eagle player down. It is Miguel Diaz-Alvarez. And the whistle blows. Diaz-Alvarez looking to try and stay in this one. Looking to walk it off. And he will. So it'll be a throw-in for Manuka Pereira on the far side. Murray back to Pereira. Adam Woods getting the start in the middle of this back line. Weinstein looking for an option. Finds Mendez. Enrique Mendez working in the middle, now working back up top to his normal positioning. Puerta. To Noguera. And Mendez spins with the right foot. Good challenge there from Max Kennedy to give the Owls the ball.
And a great job again of just closing down that attack. Mendez coming all the way to try and get more of the ball, but he's just met by 3 Owls. He's not able to do anything with it.
Diaz-Alvarez finds Blanco wide open in the middle, who finds Puerta. To Noguera. Noguera takes a touch, and it's cleared away by Hayden Bay. Murray and Pereira. Noguera in the middle. Looking for an option. Spins. Finds Blanco. Jovain Barrett, and a good tackle there from Daniel Noguera. And it's going to get called against Noguera. So it'll be a free kick for Presque in their own defensive end.
Well, they've certainly come out here and played with a lot of energy so far, have Presque, and they have a chance here to try and get on the ball and get an attack and try and maybe get an opening goal.
Puerta on the near side. Noguera was looking back to Puerta. A little ping-pong action there between Woods and Blanco. Weinstein to Pereira. Pereira over to Diaz-Alvarez. Couple substitutions looking to check into this ball game. Puerta cuts back. Doesn't have an option. Finds Victor Blanco. Woods over to Weinstein. Noguera on the sideline. Stays in bounds. Puerta was looking for Mendez, and it'll be an Eagles throw. Alejandro Castellanos, Beckett Parkin, and Davide Ponche all checking in. Woods, Blanco, and Cerruti all checking out of the contest.
We'll have to see here as the first real wave of substitutions come in for the Eagles.
Entering the game for the Eagles, number 31.
Trying to
Beckett
provide
Parkin.
some
Number
spark
23,
offensively.
Alejandro Castellanos. And number 38, Davide
It's going to be a
Ponce.
tough task for them today to try and get past this defense.
Boma tried to cut back, and it was stolen away. Beckett Parkin, the Bangor native, was looking for Ponche. Pereira across to Puerta.
But this is exactly what Ampe would have wanted. They want to see Husson sort of having to retreat back, play it back to their defenders, and just frustrate the midfield. Anything backwards for the Eagles as far as an Ampe is concerned is good for them.
Parkin shot, and that one goes wide.
Well, again, just a quick counter there. The looping ball over the top, able to find Parkin, and just not that far away in the end. It's a good effort from him.
So Sanel will take a goal kick.
Hey, two on this side. Pay attention.
We're about 27 minutes left here in halftime. We are knotted up at zeros. One in the air there by Murray. Puerta finds Noguera streaming down the left side. Noguera cuts into the box. Shot from Noguera, and it's saved by Sanel.
Yeah, that's just beautiful creativity from Noguera in there. Able to get by his defender and just put a shot away in the end, but just quick to react that time was Sanel.
Big ball in over the top. Weinstein gets it back to Garrett Jordan, and a quick rollout to Weinstein.
And this back line for the Eagles today has to really make sure that they're in constant communication with each other because, again, we saw just Boma just putting the pressure on Weinstein that time, but they have to continue to ensure that that won't be the case, that they won't give something away due to poor communication, because as we've seen clearly, I mean, Umpy have the players to go forward. They have the players to strike on the counter. And just for those Eagles on the back line, they just have to be wary that they're not going to give anything silly away here.
The throw in from Hayden Bay. Looking for star Boma, who gets fouled.
Watch your line, watch your line, watch your line.
So Hayden Bay will take this free kick from just about midfield.
Well, it should be no surprise to the Eagles who they're going to go to. They're going to look for star Boma in there.
Ball played in over the top. Barrett was all alone. And Jordan, little bobble on that one, gave Presque an opportunity.
Yeah, Barrett that time really just able to get away from his marker, and again, just almost a little bit of autopilot there from Jordan. Just not that quick to pick up the ball. That really could have been trouble for the Eagles, but relieved to see his side get out of it.
Ball intended there for Davide Ponchi, but a little miscommunication on the offensive end. Snell will take his time and let it fly. Parkin plays one right into the feet of Diaz Alvarez. Castellanos. As Weinstein takes the time and space. Puerta back to Weinstein. Weinstein plays the ball over the top to Noguera, and it's cut off by Sam Bay. Into the body of Hayden Bay. Boma working on Weinstein, who takes possession away. Castellanos plays the ball deep into Miguel Diaz Alvarez, who plays one into the middle, and it's cleared away by the Owls. Pereira and Castellanos working on the end. Weinstein slips, and Boma takes away possession.
Here's where they can be so deadly on that counter.
Castellanos calling off Puerta. And we have a whistle. Clock will stop. That's Isaac Dorr. Hobbling off the field as Andrew Morales will check in for him.
Entering for the Owls, number 12, Andrew Morales.
Well, so far, just going back a little bit to that ball that Weinstein played into Miguel Diaz Alvarez, unable to get anybody really on the end of it, but we can just see again the space that Umpy are allowing to try and make up, to take away possession from players like Mendez and the other midfielders in the middle there. It might take something like that, a looping ball over the top of the defenders, to try and really get in behind this defense and get a shot on goal.
Pereira finds Beckett Parkin in the middle, who spins, plays it back to safety blanket of Arik Weinstein. Weinstein ball to Noguera, and it is a little bit behind him, and a whistle blows, and it'll head the other way as an offsides is called. So now will be the one to take the free kick. Boma. Weinstein plays it to Puerta. Puerta settles it down and stolen away by Max Kennedy. Kennedy Finds Bulma.
Too easy. Minute.
Castellanos trying to get it out of the way, out of the middle of the field. He'll bring it back, play it to Weinstein.
Come on, make it.
About 21 minutes left here in the first half. Jake Willett, Philip Robarge here on the call on the Husson Eagles Sports Network. We're deadlocked at 0 at Boucher Field. Barrett clears it down the length of the field to Garrett Jordan. Castellanos in the middle for Ponchi. Castellanos over across to Puerta, who settles it down. Plays Ponchi back to Puerta. Puerta was looking for Diaz-Alvarez.
Yeah, just couldn't get it quite through all of that traffic in there, but it was a great idea. A beautiful 1-2 from Puerta and Ponchi.
Ball in the middle, Parkin to Mendez. Mendez got one off. It's deflected away. Noguera gets the return. And ball cleared by Hayden Bay, and we'll see a corner for the Eagles.
Yeah, great, again, defensive stand by this Umpy team. Now they have a corner to defend, but thus far they've really been playing well.
And that one goes up on top of the net. Looked to go off the head of Arik Weinstein.
Yeah, and again, they played the corner short that time and tried to get a good ball in. They were able to just, again, Weinstein just not able to find the header that time.
Thibaut Desorme will check in for Miguel Diaz-Alvarez as Daniel Noguera will slide over to the right side of the field.
Can we get to it? We gotta challenge it. Stop watching.
Puerta tries to go through two separate defenders, and it's cleared. And a throw for Presque.
See it, Nuki. Danny, see it.
Weinstein wins that one in the air. Parkin with a good step. Parkin gets shoved off the ball by Jovan Barrett. And the Eagles will play it quickly. Luke Murray finds Daniel Noguera on the far side now. Manuka Pereira connecting with Luke Murray. Right idea there from the Eagles, but it goes right to the feet of Brett Sennell, and he's just going to stand there and take all the time in the world. Picks it up as Mendez steps in front.
Yeah, the through ball there by Manuka Pereira, just not able to find the intended target, looking for Noguera on the wing.
Brett Sennell jarring at Enrique Mendez.
Ricky, as long as you don't impede him, you're good. You were good. You were fine. You were fine. You got the whole team to move around.
Throw in to Bulma. And a good defensive prowess there from Arik Weinstein. As Bulma throws his hands up. Good tackle there from Sam Bay.
Yeah, Boma, they're just a little frustrated that the service that's been coming to him hasn't been great. He hasn't really had much of a chance. That was really his first attempt at time on the ball and not able to do anything with it.
Weinstein was looking to play a ball over the top. And Boma is going to get a ball in off a deflection. And a bad touch there from Ethan Cameron. And it goes the way of the Eagles. Coach Bermudez wants the team to push. Barrett steps in front of Mendez.
And that's going to be a matchup that we're going to see over and over again today, both Barrett and Mendez.
Puerta in the middle, gets it back. Plays over to Thibaut Desorme. Desorme with the left-footed cross, and it goes over the top of the bar. Kenan Bean checking in. Junior midfielder from Husson, Maine.
For the Owls, number 23.
And Desorme there getting back to
Bean.
his chance. Just, again, that was a ball a little too high for Enrique Mendez, even though he is very tall. Not able to reach that one and just not challenging enough of a shot, really.
Boma beats Pereira. Takes a big touch and cleared away by Eric Weinstein. And Castellanos will corral it and play it out. And it'll be a throw-in for the Eagles.
Yeah, touch let him down there. Boma in the final third. I mean, you got to think if he gets a good touch away there, he might have the step on his defender there, but again, that touch just let him down.
Thibaut Desorme finds Luke Murray. Ball played in, and Enrique Mendez was offside. He was in all alone, but was whistled to be offside.
And again, that's just good discipline from the Owls defense there to just draw the offside, but what build-up play that was by the Eagles. Really just, they do look threatening, and when they can string together passes like that, you're almost fortunate in that case that he was offside because he did look like he was going to score there.
Castellanos plays one back to Jordan. Ty Rabchak down below us, looking to enter this contest. Puerta on the near side. Makes a move, plays it into the middle. Weinstein settles it down. Plays it over to Manuka Pereira. Pereira, big ball in, was looking for Desorme. Puerta does get it over to Thibaut Desorme. Luke Murray to Mendez. Parkin was looking for Mendez. Ponchi plays it back to Luke Murray. Ball in, was looking for Noguera. Davide Ponchi. Ball in across, and Jovan Barrett clears it away. Pereira finds Noguera. Working back are the Owls. That one misconnects with Star Boma. Nico Puerta. Weinstein over to Manuka Pereira. Another substitution. Joining Ty Rabchak is Shadi Hamadi. Castellanos, ball over the top. He's looking for Noguera. Noguera makes a move. Ball played up top. Lets it leave.
Oh,
Shot
wow.
score! Nico Puerta!
Wow. What a move by Daniel Noguera there to get around his defender, and the awareness to play that ball on the ground. And just, again, a great decision there to leave it for Puerta, who just rips his lace through it, drills the bottom corner. It's an incredible finish.
Nico Puerta said, I'm not leaving senior day without a goal. He goes and celebrates with his family. The first goal of the season for Nico Puerta. And the Eagles have a 1-0 advantage with 12:40 to play here in the first half.
Well, definitely a surprising effort, to say the least. Wishful thinking off the kickoff to try and go for goal there, but
So Shadi Hamadi who had the ball at his feet. Checks in along with Ty Rabchak. Desorme
Number 29,
will take the
Ty
throw.
Rabchak, and number 21, Shadi Hamadi.
Hamadi
You can get closer than that, yes? Catch me quick, catch me quick. Hey, there we go, much better. Come on.
and we will have a goal kick. Taken by Hayden Bay. Big ball over the top. Castellanos finds Shadi Hamadi. Jovan Barrett takes it away from Marique Weinstein.
Time. You're good.
Castellanos
Look high. Come on.
has time, plays Manuka Pereira. Ponchi was looking for Rabchak. Ball over top by the Owls. Pereira with one on will play Jordan in the box. Jordan playing Manuka Pereira. Starting to see the Owls kind of slow down a little bit. And a whistle. It's going to go against Jovan Barrett.
Yeah, Barrett has had just been involved in a couple of collisions this first half. Very physical presence in that Umpy squad, and the referee just maybe trying to give him a few words there.
Luke Murray was the recipient on the tackle. Good tackle there from Ty Rabchak. Nugera plays it back to Parkin. Parkin to Luke Murray. Murray has the space, takes the shot, and it goes off of Barrett, and Sennell will grab the redirect.
Yeah, in the end there, I believe it was deflected by Barrett there, and there's quite a lot of spin on it. So Sennell really had to be careful before coming out. That one could have easily just slipped by him, and we've seen in previous games so far this season of just the odd bounces sometimes that the ball can take here.
Husson working the ball around. Manuka Pereira now. Finds Nugera in the middle. Plays it back to Luke Murray. Pereira. Quick action between the quick passes connecting with the Eagles here. Rabchak. Couldn't get around Barrett. Nugera. Goes to the far side. Looking for Rabchak in the middle. It's bounced back to Castellanos and Weinstein.
And the more and more that they play it out from the back, the more that those defenders get more time on the ball for the Eagles, the more of an opportunity it gives the Owls to press up and take away those opportunities of the runs being made from the Eagles in their midfield. So we've heard plenty of times Coach Bermudez telling his players that are back there when they get in that position to play it quicker, because he knows that, again, those quick 1-2 passes from his midfielders can really ignite a good chance for his team, and he won't have that opportunity if they continue to just sit on the ball here. As it is, they play into the Owls' hand almost when they do that.
Owls take the throw. Kenan Bean has that one to Eric Weinstein. Boma was looking for a call, didn't get one. Shadi Hamadi
Yeah, there's just not enough support in there for Umpy on those attacks. That attack breaks down there. It's just a case, Boma there not really having too much to go.
That one was played through to Davide Ponchi, but couldn't connect. Kick away. Bean.
Up in. There we go.
Ponchi to Parkin. Cuts back to the middle. Plays Thibaut Desorme.
Good ball.
Desorme looking for a cross. Cleared away by Hayden Bay. And it'll be a throw-in.
And it's just a good job by the Eagles there to just continue to work that space and play the ball into it.
Eagles working the ball around. And a whistle finally. Star Boma is replaced by Danny Argueta. Argueta from Las Vegas, Nevada. Little pump fake there from the center official. Weinstein plays it to Castellanos.
Checking in for the Owls, number 10, Danny Argueta.
Pereira heads it back to Garrett Jordan. And a quick ball to Alejandro Castellanos. Pereira connects with Parkin. Parkin back over to Arik Weinstein, who finds his countrymate Thibaut Desorme. Castellanos finds Hamadi in the middle, who plays one over to Desorme. Hamadi cuts, finds Desorme. Desorme plays one across, and it's knocked off of an Owl and out of play, so it'll be a corner.
There's good defending in the end by Sam Bay as Desorme was in there and just looking to square a ball over, but unable to do so.
So the corner for the Eagles. Ball played up. Barrett clears one away. Ponchi let one rip.
It was a good effort there, just wide, but again, a nice idea, just playing that one low and shooting to try and, through traffic, to try and really disrupt the vision of Sonnell in there. Didn't work out for him that time, though.
Silas Montigny checking in for Daniel Noguera. Ponchi to Weinstein. And they tag team with each other. Play right back. Ball played over to Thibaut Desorme. And Desorme whistled for an offside. 3.5 to go here at Boucher. Nico Puerta's goal gave the Eagles a 1-0 lead. And it's been that way since. Bay takes the set piece off the head of Arik Weinstein. Murray settles and plays it back to Weinstein. Weinstein to Desorme. Castellanos plays the ball plays the ball up, and it'll be out of the reach of Silas Montigny.
We saw the pressure there from the Owls, just trying to get Weinstein off the ball. And again, it's something that Eagles have to be careful of. They don't want to give anything away at the back.
Davide Ponchi with the pressure. Gets shoved off the ball. And it'll be a goal kick here for Presque. Under 2 to go. Hayden Bay will take the goal kick. Ball bouncing around. Castellanos will play Jordan. Quickly back to Castellanos. Hamadi over to Desorme. Desorme cuts back to the middle. Plays it back to Weinstein. Murray. Eagles working it around. Alejandro Castellanos. Just about a minute to go. Pereira with a big step. Kennedy. Claps in frustration. Hamadi. Works around Ray. Parkin is tackled there by Jovan Barrett.
And not for the first time today that Barrett has come in with his slide challenge there. It's very dangerous, again, if you don't get on the ball.
Clock stops with 27.9.
Now the free kick here. We saw the success of this last week.
Luke Murray, the one to take it. From the red lacrosse line.
Yeah, it's good distance for him to shoot at.
Whistle blows. Murray, shot. Saved by Sennell.
Yeah, it was a good read by Sennell there. Didn't trouble him too much though. But a good job there by Murray to get that one around the wall. Certainly a lot of height in that wall. Difficult to get it up and over, but decides to go around though. This time just not enough.
Desorme plays one back over his head with 2 to go. And that'll do it for the first half. Nico Puerta gives the Eagles a 1-0 lead. And through 45 minutes of play, the Eagles are up 1-0. Philip and I will see you right before the start of the second half here on the Husson Eagles Sports Network. Back at it here on the Husson Eagles Sports Network. 45 minutes up on the clock. We are here in the second half of action. Jake Willett, Philip Robarge here with you. Thank you for spending your Saturday afternoon with us on the Husson Eagles Sports Network. Jovan Barrett's going to let this one rip again. Saw that in the first half, late stages of the first half.
Yeah, they did. We saw that right after Puerta's goal. Trying it again here, and well, again, it doesn't really come off.
Majority of the same unit out there for Coach Carlos Bermudez, Lucas Menchaca, who just cleared that one over across to Adne Glutheim, the Norwegian. The only two guys that are new from when they ended the first half. Everyone else has returned to action. Thibaut Desorme on the far end. Cleared out by Hayden Bay. Lorenzo Cerruti back in action. Plays it over to Silas Montigny. Glutheim. Back at Parkin. Takes a little bit of a bump. Menchaca in on net. And that one is in. They're calling offsides. Lucas Alabiso got in on that one with a collision with Brett Sinnell. But our side official here threw up the flag.
And that flag went up immediately, and it was clear to him that it was an offside. But again, the run from Alabiso and not backing down, even when Sinnell is right in front of you like that, all 6'4" of him, but again, just not backing down. Fortunately for him, he was offside.
Glutheim finds Rabchak. Plays it over to Montigny. Parkin finds Menchaca. Ball in. Alabiso. Shot saved by Sinnell. And it'll be a corner.
Yeah, just parried out that time. Good awareness to...
Eagles played it quickly. Alabiso! Saved by Sinnell.
Yeah, a couple of chances now for the Eagles, but again, trying to just shoot low, as was the case in the first half. Now, similar in the second half, just trying to beat him from his near post.
Sinnell lets that one fly. Desorme knocks it down to Menchaca. Quicker pace here to start. Alabiso to Glutheim. Montigny back to Glutheim. Parkin. Ball in. Looking for Desorme. Desorme cuts back to the middle. Clear it out. There by Sam Bay. Quick throw from Menchaca to the feet of Shadi Hamadi. Rabchak was looking for Hamadi. Knocked down by Max Kennedy.
Yeah, it looks early here like it's just going to be a case of the same case as it was in the first half of just trying to wear down this Umpy defense.
Rabchak finds Alabiso. Alabiso cuts back to the middle. Alabiso shot! Saved by Sinnell.
A strong hand to get over there by Sinnell. That was a good effort there by Alabiso. Now they've got to defend the corner here, do Umpy. But just great awareness by Alabiso to just make space. That's what he's so good at. able to just create space when there is none and able to get a shot off that time.
Alabiso to take the corner. Ball played in. Settled. Shot by Hamadi. Just wide.
Yeah, tried to hit that one on the volley. Not quite where he wanted it for placement, though. I still think that Sanel had that one covered.
Hayden Bay to take the goal kick. Foul on Barrett. Castellanos. The Owls looking to go. Boma. Working on glue time, and glue time gets there. Adne glue time making his presence known on that defensive end.
Husson just doing a great job here, just closing down any potential attack. They always come back, and they come back in numbers. Again, we mentioned just glue time there, just great defense, and it's a reflection of just how this team has played defensively as a unit.
Castellanos looking for Montigny. And it's going to go the way of the Eagles.
And it's just a bit too conservative from an Owl standpoint when they do get into attacks. They don't have the numbers forward. Perhaps they're worried of being caught on the counter themselves. But it's going to be a lot harder to score a goal if when you do have the ball for an attack, you can't string together any passes and get forward. That was the case in the first half, just 2 shots in total for them.
Alabiso finds Desorme. Back to Alabiso. Rabchak. Lucas Menchaca hits it with the left. Was looking for Parkin and into the hands of Sanel. Glue time wins that one in the air. Gets it to Hamadi. Shadi Hamadi finds Sharuti in the middle. Alabiso plays Desorme. Desorme crosses just wide. Good opportunity there from Thibaut Desorme. Couldn't find the foot of Silas Montigny, making a run to the back post.
Yeah, it was Montigny's run at the back post that he was looking for there, just not able to find him. But again, just Husson continuing to be aggressive, continuing to attack and push forward for a second goal.
Foul from Sharuti. Hayden Bay to take it from the back line.
Come on. We want to play.
Ball played in. Couldn't find Jovan Barrett. And the Eagles are going to take over. Thibaut Desorme with all the space. Finds Lorenzo Sharuti. Alabiso to Parkin. And a whistle on Beckett Parkin.
Leave it, Beckett. Just leave it, get back. How is he going to follow with the ball on his feet?
Well, when you push off with your arms.
He's not pushing out, guys. Damn it.
Coach Bermuda is not happy with the call.
I know, but you got to score. Hey, we have the ball on our feet.
Now here's a chance again. Another free kick. Gonna wait till everybody gets set in the box here. I want to ensure if you're Umpy that you do win this header here and crash the net. You want to look for any opportunity for a rebound.
Bay puts that one on, and Jordan's going to let it go all over the end line for a goal kick.
Yeah, just poor execution in the end. Just not the best of balls there, but you know, Husson will just continue to play to their strengths and continue to try and get a second goal here.
Rabchak has an opportunity now. Rabchak cuts to the middle, takes a shot, and save with the left hand is Brett Sinnell. Cerruti wins that one off of a muff punt. Montigny plays it back to glue time. Castellanos to Menchaca. Finds Elabiso in the middle. Hamadi to Rabchak. Rabchak back to Hamadi, over to Elabiso. Elabiso loses it. Good tackle there from Jovan Barrett. And then he loses it. And the Eagles will have a throw. It'll be Lucas Menchaca to have a toss. Cerruti, Hamadi. Ball played in. They storm. Cross over the middle. Park just over the shoulder. Back at Parkin. But Ty Rabchak there to make a save. Montigny shot. And that one goes just a little wide.
Yeah, two big chances there for the Eagles back to back. And again, you just feel that there is more goals in it for them today. I mean, Parkin unlucky there not to find his head on the ball there, but and then of course a second effort too. But you got to feel that this pressure is paying off for the Eagles in a sense. We've seen again as the goal kick is almost right back to them again. They just converge on the ball so well.
Castellanos finds Menchaca. To Hamadi. Plays Thibaut Desorme. Desorme with the left foot. Looking for Montigny, and that one's cleared away and over the end line, so it'll be a corner.
Yeah,
Sinnell barking at his teammates, trying to get a call.
Montigny there just not able to get near post, get rather goal side of his defender there. If he had done, I think he just needs to tap that one in.
Iker Alonso checking in for Beckett Parkin. So a corner for the Eagles. Taken by Lucas Elabiso. Ball in the middle. Rabchak. That was cleared away by the Owls. Adne glue time. Finds Lucas Menchaca. Castellanos. Hamadi to Alonso. Shadi Hamadi. Plays it over to Lucas Menchaca. Elabiso. Ball played in. Montigny gets a head on it. Montigny chases down the loose ball. Puts one across. And it'll be a throw-in.
Well, again, just well worked by Husson, starting with that cross by Elabiso, who worked into the space. And again, just not able, the Eagles, to find just that final chance in. They just don't have enough space because, again, just defending with such a big line are the Owls.
Shot on by Elabiso. And save there from Sinnell.
And Sinnell there just in the right position. Again, just being patient in net here, just trying to continue to work his angles. He does that time and making it look easy.
30 minutes to go here. Rabchak is offside.
That's definitely a close one, Jake. That just the ref or the linesman, just calling it offside. But again, it was good buildup by the Eagles, and Rabchak just needed to find that final ball.
Boma working on Menchaca. Bowman with a shot off the post and cleared out by Alejandro Castellanos.
It's a smart clearance there by Castellanos. That one was very, very dangerous, and there was Umpy's chance to get back into this game. The post denying them.
Hamadi looking for Thibaut Desorme. Desorme trying to cut back into the middle. Alabiso finds Rabchak. Montigny plays it back for Adne Glutime. Lucas Alabiso. Alonso was looking to play Montigny. Glutime to Alonso.
Forward.
Cerruti over to Lucas Menchaca. Desorme back to Menchaca. Menchaca cross. Save there by Sanel.
Well, Husson, or Umpy again, they're just getting out of danger, but their defense just remaining strong. When they do clear it, they clear it only as far as a Husson player. Most times, those midfielders in there are really just skilled at being aggressive and winning the ball back, but as it stands, they still are standing strong here at 1-0. They haven't given Husson an inch.
Big group of substitutions coming on for Presque, including Andrew Morales, who checks back in, along with Danny Argueta, and then Garrett Fletcher making his debut in the game.
Entering the game for the Owls, number 13, Garrett Fletcher, number 12, Andrew Morales, and number 10, Danny Argueta.
Ball cleared away by Castellanos. Montigny finds Rabchak. Looking for Alabiso. Shot from Alabiso. Goal! Lucas Alabiso puts in his second goal of the season, and the Eagles lead 2-0.
That was cleanly taken there. It was just a good initial build-up play. We've said that a lot from the Eagles, and again, it was the case here. Rabchak able to just square that one across, and Alabiso was never going to miss it there. He was just clean on goal and just had to pick his corner.
Husson goal was scored by number 22, Lucas Alabiso, assisted by number 29, Ty Rabchak.
Alabiso from Rabchak.
Quick.
To put the Eagles up 2-0. Desorme. And that one's cleared away by Presque. Bean checking back in for Presque, and Jorge Mora will take his first action here in this one, replacing Thibaut Desorme.
Desorme comes off here and just hit a strong second half for me. He had a very strong first half, and he followed it up again with the strong second half. Somebody that Husson have looked to down in the wing to just provide those balls in, provide the service to those forwards. And I mean, he's done really, really well. And in his place now, Jorge Mora, just again another threat that Umpy have to worry about over on that left side.
Alabiso, the goal scorer, finds Mora. Menchaca gets it to Alonzo. Ball played in. Shot! Score! Shotty Hamadi puts the Eagles up 3-0 with his second goal of the season.
Yeah, Hamadi there just recognizing that he could make a run in, and the ball found him. Never looked like he was going to miss that one.
Husson goal, scored by number 21.
And now
Hamadi, assisted by number 22, Lucas Alabiso.
the Eagles just continuing to just pile on and reap the benefit of those attacks, which have been very, very clinical from them.
We go again.
Boma will take the kick.
Come on.
Morales finds Boma. Plays one across. And a shot on from Kenan Bean. Goes off his foot awkwardly.
Yeah, just not able to get the right connection that time. You really a well-worked attack there from Umpy, and you got to feel that they would have wanted this a little bit sooner. Still plenty of time in this half, but that's that sort of pressure and working the ball around that you really want to see is if you're Umpy, especially now that you're down by multiple goals.
Castellanos finds Montigny. Alabiso walks in, shot off the post and out.
It was just a beautifully worked play by the Eagles. One touch passing, and Alabiso there unbelievably unlucky not to have another goal in this one here. Just the post denying him. Husson just have not stopped attacking in this one. They just continue to press forward.
Quick play to Morales. Montigny misses on the tackle. Fletcher was looking for Morales. Alonzo gets up in some more ping pong action. Glue time. Gonna play Castellanos, who was looking for Jorge Mora. Hamadi connects. Menchaca to Adne Glue time. Little miscommunication between Glue time and Alabiso. Glue time will have a toss for the Eagles. And Alonzo upset. Glue time giving chase. And it'll be Presque ball. About 22, just under 23 minutes to go here in regulation. The Eagles up 3-0. Jake Willett, Philip Robarge here on the call at Boucher.
Looks like they're going for a long throw here. They piled men into the box.
That indeed was the case. And Garrett Jordan takes the deflection with ease.
Yeah, just, again, you got to be aware as a defender in that sort of situation. Don't know who is going to come up with the ball, and then if it drops, you don't know who it could fall to. So good awareness there by Husson just to be able to just stuff out that chance.
Eagles working the offensive end. Mora makes a move. Plays one in. Rabchak. And just out of the reach of Iker Alonzo.
Well, the danger there of Mora just on display he is somebody who can absolutely burn you as a defender. Unfortunate there just not to have that final product.
Mora cuts in. Ball played in. Was looking for a wrap check again. Menchaca to Cerruti. Cleared out by Fletcher. Alabiso plays it back to Hamadi. The two most recent goal scorers for the Eagles. Alabiso plays one in. Ball played back out. And Cerruti couldn't get there. Shot on by Alonso. And that one's wide.
It's just wide there. It was just a great, well-worked play again, but Cerruti just able that time to hold on possession and try and get it across. Unlucky, though, was Alonso not to finish that one off. Alan Gordon just voicing his displeasure to the referee.
Jovan Barrett and Billy Ray back in for the Owls.
Returning for the Owls, number 17, Jovan Barrett, and number 9, Billy Ray.
Ball one in the air. Rabchak. He's going to have an opportunity. Plays it back to Montigny. Montigny to Alonso. Over to Cerruti. Cerruti thought about it. Gets around Barrett. Plays it back to Alabiso. Alabiso puts one in with the left foot. And easy corral there for Snell.
It's just a patient bit of play. The Eagles just trying to swing it around, trying to find an opening, and in the end just unable to do so. It's glue time there, just able to use his speed there to get to the ball first as Boma was charging heavily.
A slew of substitutions looking to come in for Carlos Bermudez and the Eagles. So it'll be a throw in for Presque. Mora finds Alabiso and Alonso. Good defense there from the Owls. Throw in for Presque. Ball thrown in. Owls trying to get on the score sheet with 18:20 to go. Jordan picks it up. Gonna roll it out to Cerruti.
Well, under 20 minutes to go for the Owls in this one. You really, from their standpoint, you want to start pressing now, and with the scoreline being the way it is, you really just need to just take that risk defensively.
Montigny with a touch to Alonso.
And at the end of the day, you do need goals in this situation now.
That one comes out. Weinstein, Blanco, Puerta all checking in on the offensive end. And Giovanni Spilsbury, the MLS Next product from Miami FC, will take over net for Garrett Jordan.
Taking over in goal.
That's a chance now for him to just see some minutes, see some action maybe.
Number 5, Victor Blanco.
And
number 8, Nico Puerta. And number 12, Arik Weinstein.
Alonso. Is down on the other end. Blue time. Played Puerta, and the whistle blows. Victor Blanco voicing his concern for his teammate.
He has Alonso just showing the referee his scar there. He caught one. Caught one on the shin, it looks like.
So it'll be a drop ball.
Bien. ¿Estás bien o no? Y la he visto yo también. Guys, we gotta close guys out faster. Gotta close out faster. Guys are receiving.
Blue time. We'll play it to Castellanos. Under 17 to go. Menchaca plays Castellanos. Blanco. And a whistle. So we will get a stoppage. And a yellow is issued. As Blanco is voicing his concerns to the center official.
Yeah, he felt it should have been a lot more than just a throw-in. Felt it should have been a yellow, and I mean, there really are. You do feel, Humpy, you're sort of teetering on the edge toward that. Just
Can we make sure? Well, that's why I'm asking.
again, a lot of just confusion about it, but nobody, as of right now, in the books for the referee. Just a stern talking to. He doesn't want to see any more of it.
Eagles play this one on. Weinstein makes a move. And the Eagles will have a throw. Puerta plays it up to Mora. Mora has that one cleared away.
Yeah, and that attack again just breaking down at the final moment, but just good passing around, able to just work through and find the hole in that defense there.
Blanco plays it back. Glue time. Over to Alabiso. Puerta back to glue time. Castellanos looking for Weinstein on the far end. Alonso. And that one's cleared out. But a whistle.
Doesn't look like the referee's going to do anything more than just give the foul on that one. Now a good opportunity for the Eagles. You can hear Humpy coach screaming about those players that are unmarked in the box here.
Ball played over the top. A header from Barrett. It's knocked down. Glue time. Knocked down by Puerta.
A good win back by him. You can see why he was brought back into this game, as there was just a bit of a shove there, it looked like.
Blanco plays one towards the box. Scooped up by Sanel.
But you can see why Puerta was brought back into this game. Just provides a lot of creativity in an area where Husson really, really need it.
Over the head of Glue Time. Boma. Plays one back. Gets it back. Castellanos makes a step. Castellanos will play Nico Puerta. Big tackle there. Barrett was in on that one. Spilsbury. And a whistle. Clock will stop.
Yeah, that was, again, just a little bit of a collision there between the two of them, as I believe it was Barrett and Montigny there who got the worst of that one. Two of them came together, and again, that's one that's going to hurt a little. It's going to be a bit of a sting. I don't quite think on first impression that there was anything too cynical in it. It was just a matter of the two coming together.
So there will be a drop ball. Picked up by Spilsbury and rolled out to Menchaca. Adam Woods and Manuka Pereira here in front of us, looking to enter the contest. Castellanos plays Puerta. The first goal scorer of the day, Victor Blanco. Plays one to Glue Time. Castellanos moves it across to Lucas Menchaca. Menchaca makes a move. Plays one up. Weinstein going to give chase. Plays one across. And cleared out by Daigle. Manuka Pereira and Adam Woods will check in for Adne Glue Time and Alejandro Castellanos.
Glue Time, big smile on his face, and rightly so, as should Castellanos have as well, because they've just been very, very good defensively. They've just been able to deal with anything that Numpy have thrown at them.
Ball played in. And there's a whistle there. And a yellow is issued to Presque.
It's going to be Barrett to get the yellow on that one. And the referee deciding that he just can't give him any more rope at this point. He's been very, very lenient to them, but he has to show him a caution now.
So Nico Puerta will take the free kick just outside the 18.
It'll be interesting, too. He's kicking it into the direction where the sun is. Might be a bit of a challenge.
Ball in. Punched up and over top by Sanel.
Yeah, good job from Sanel there just to get a clean hand on it and able to get it away.
Corner, Victor Blanco and Lucas Menchaca. We're looking to get that one going. Alonso finds Menchaca.
Number 15, Jake.
Menchaca makes a move.
And number 19, Joel Cormier. Checking in for the Eagles, number 35, Manuka Pereira. And number 28, Adam Woods.
Puerta. Plays to the sideline. And out. So Weinstein couldn't get that one going. Hayden Bay will check in for Jovan Barrett.
Re-entering for umpy number 5, Hayden Bay.
Who received the yellow card. Jorge Mora looking to get on the offensive end. And Mora brought down. And it'll be a throw for the Eagles. Noah Crosby looking to check in for the Eagles.
I've always known that. I just never heard him say it.
Along with Edwin Cruz. Throw in for the Eagles. Weinstein takes the throw. Finds Alonzo. Alonzo puts one up. Looking for Montigny. And that one's going to go over the end line. And it'll be a corner for the Eagles. So Cruz enters the contest. And Crosby, both for the first time this afternoon.
Checking in for umpy number 13, Garrett Fletcher. And entering for Husson, number 17, Noah Crosby. And number 2, Edwin Cruz.
Garrett Fletcher re-enters for the Eagles, for the Owls. And that one put over the top.
Well, that was the right idea with the corner that time, is, you know, being just so tall in net is Sennell. It's really hard to get something on the 6-yard box like you would really want to. You want it closer to that penalty circle out there. That's what they did that time, but just, again, the referee calling it back.
Puerta to Alonzo. Advantage called to the Eagles. And they're going to call a foul on the Eagles. And it'll go to the Owls.
Yeah, just a slight push there from the referee's point of view.
Under 9 minutes to go. Eagles have a 3-0 advantage as they look to head into 4-0 in conference play. Blanco with a challenge win. Alabiso to Mora. Mora fires one.
In the end, it just too high for him, but just showing he can definitely ask 1 or 2 questions from that range.
Zane Uden checking in.
Entering the game for Husson, number 16, Zane Uden.
Zane Uden checking in for Iker Alonzo. Hayden Bay going to let that one fly. One in the air by Pereira. Puerta to Adam Woods. Woods plays it over to Cruz. Weinstein, Uden, Jorge Mora now. Eagles trying to find another one. Ball cleared out by the Owls.
Yeah, the Eagles here just trying to really put the seal on this game with a 4th goal.
Throw in for Husson. Arik Weinstein, the one to take it. Finds Victor Blanco. Collision. And it's going to go to the Eagles. as Weinstein was in on that one.
Get in. Get yourself one. Woods. Get yourself one. Jerry.
Nico Puerta to take the free kick.
Yeah, and his last one was just a little bit too close to Sanel.
Come on, Ari, get yourself one, Ari.
Look to do better with this one.
Puerta, hand in the air. Lets that one fly. Off the head of Hayden Bay. Alabiso gets tripped up. Manuka Pereira was right around the ball there. That one goes out of bounds. And the Eagles will regain possession. Just about 6 minutes to go. Blanco to Manuka Pereira. Puerta over to Weinstein. Alabiso was looking for Weinstein. Cruz with a clean tackle. Manuka Pereira. Crosby finds Puerta. Puerta makes a move. Finds Uden. Uden takes his time, plays Puerta. Blanco. 5:15 to go here in regulation. Pereira to Uden. Uden with a cross off of Morales. And it'll go for a corner.
Well, you can see, again, just since coming on, Nico Puerta has just been central to all of Husson's attacks. They just play through him again and again. So we have a corner now.
Ball in. Shot on. And Uden was there. And a save by Sanel.
Yeah, it was just really unlucky there by Uden. Anywhere other than straight at him. I mean, surely he's looking at a goal at that point.
Bay clears that one. Spilsbury using his head to clear that one. Alabiso looks to Weinstein. Weinstein takes a turn. Is brought down. And Arik Weinstein is going to get a card.
Yeah, just frustration there. Just not happy with just the physicality there, but when you do react like that, it's gives the referee no choice. But he will feel hard done by. But it's been that sort of game, very physical. Both teams trying not to give each other an inch.
Under 4 to go. Would assume these last 4 are going to get really chippy as it's conference play late. We're already starting to see the water boil over the top. Hayden Bay. Stolen away by Uden. Uden gets pushed in the back. Puerta takes it quickly. Alabiso. Plays one to Jorge Mora. And that one goes out of bounds. So it'll be a goal kick for the Owls with 3:07 to play. Ball kicked away. Blanco wins it in the air. Uden with the pressure. Manuka Pereira settles down. Plays it over to Edwin Cruz. Cruz up for Alabiso. Alabiso looking for Mora. Sonell coming in and makes the sliding stop.
Yeah, again, just first to it is Snell, recognizing that that ball was going to go by his defense, and with Mora on the end of it, very, very dangerous.
Arik Weinstein. Mora fires one off the body of Daigle. Just about 2 minutes to go. Right to the foot of Victor Blanco. Blanco plays Mora. Couple step overs by Alabiso. Finding Noah Crosby. Noah Crosby takes a touch. Fires one with the left foot. And there to make the stop is Sonell.
Yeah, he was in a lot of space initially. Was Crosby decided to cut inside and just ran out of that space very, very quickly. All he can really do is try and put his foot on it and get a good shot away.
Cruz and Weinstein. Woods. Puerta saves that one. A minute to go. Puerta plays it back to Blanco. Blanco into the middle for Alabiso. Ball played up.
It's a beautiful ball.
Weinstein. Weinstein gets tripped up. Blanco settles it down. Puerta with 30 ticks to go. Puerta right at the top of the box. Shot on from Mora. Goal! Jorge Mora fires that one home. And Sonell had no shot at saving that one, and the Eagles up 4-0.
Yeah, it was a great strike by Mora. And one or two questions maybe from Sonell there. Just really did not put too much of an effort onto that one. I don't know whether he thought it was going wide or what, but Mora just absolutely taking that well. And this is really what Husson deserves today. They've just been on top of the opposition all game. Umpy have just not had much to do other than try and be physical with them here, but they do get their fourth goal.
Giovanni Spilsbury's going to let the clock run out. Plays it to Manuka Pereira. Adam Woods, 5 ticks to go. And the horn sounds, and the Eagles will move to 4-0 in North Atlantic Conference play with a 4-0 victory over the Owls of Presque. Philip, final thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it was just a great dominating display, as we're really used to seeing from this team. Just consistent in their approach to attack, and their clinicalness just proving to be too much for Umpy today. Umpy, of course, just came here with the mindset of defending, trying to just limit the chances or limit the quality of those chances. They knew that coming here they were going to give up a lot. That's to be expected with just the quality that's in this Husson team, but in the end they had a strong opening 20-30 minutes, but the decline was gradual, and then this half really just spelt danger for them at the start, and just in the end they couldn't cope with it. But again, this Eagles team just proving again and again that they can consistently win and consistently keep clean sheets, being solid at the back here. That was crucial for them today as well. Overall, just a great performance for them.
The Owls will take on Fort Kent at home on Monday, and the Eagles will return to action tomorrow against number 4 Williams College here at Boucher Field. I will see you there tomorrow. Be a friend, tell a friend something nice. It may change their life. Goodbye.